So a few days ago, maybe 10 days ago, I got an email from a local chamber about a mom requesting funds for her 2 or 3 year old child. So there was a picture of a child in the hospital, all tubed up and band-aided up, and it was a huge write-up about how he had this rare condition, and it can be cured by some kind of a transplant. And the mother is beside herself. Please help. I think her name was Susan. Please help her, bring her child back to life and to health. So I saw this email. I just clicked donate. And I went ahead, donated, and I came back, forgot about it. Then the next day, I get an email from the same chamber saying, by the way, if you got an email like this from us, please know it wasn't from us, it was a hoax. And I thought, wow. And I wrote back and I said, oh my God, I already donated. She said, you can go ahead and, call your credit card, whatever, they'll refund. And I thought about it and I thought, I'm just going to let it go, because when I donated, I really did it with the purest of intention. I did a prayer for this child. I'm a mom. I, would not, if I can take away a pain of a mother, the worry of her child, or bringing a child back to life, that's what I was going to do. If I could contribute in some way. So anyways, and that's what I decided. I just let it go. And I said, I did it with the purest of intentions, and hopefully the money will go where it's needed. And I forgot about it. Then a few days ago, 2 days ago, yesterday, again, something happened. I have been kind of listening to this lady. She's an astrologer from India, and she gives you these cosmic tips. So I look at it, and I find them interesting. I think astrology is a real thing. Planetary influences or energies are huge. So that's my interest. And then she had this, thing saying, oh, I'm giving a discount or whatever, and, get a reading with me and I can give you solutions or something of that sort. And I thought, well, why not? Just for interest's sake, and just see what she has to say. So I went through Western Union and gave her the money for the consultation, and we had a consultation. And when she did the consultation, I'm understanding this going backwards, but at that time I was just in the process trying to digest what she was suggesting, what she was saying. She said, well, there's someone, it's an outside force that's causing a disruption in your family. And, there is something going on with my family, with my son. He's, going through growing pains. And I thought, okay, she even mentioned that perhaps black magic. And I go, what? What is, really? People do that? And she said, no, there's definitely an outside force, and somebody has definitely done something to cause disruption in your family. And that was disturbing. And then she said something about don't trust the next person who walks in. Don't trust. And I was talking about, I go, is there like a relationship in the future or marriage in the future? And she said, yeah, but you shouldn't get married because there's going to be an upheaval a few years down the road, and the person may not show themselves truly and to con you, so don't trust. So, and that, she got me wrapped in the worry. And I thought, wow, that's not what I believe about my life. Forget the astrology. I know what I believe. I know where my intention is. That's not even how I live my life. So anyways, and she said, I go, well, what do you do? And then she said, well, if you believe in astrology, you have to believe in the remedies. So there are remedies that you can do. And I'm like, okay, what are the remedies? What do I do? I said, I, meditate. I live in the, really in a meditative state all the time. This is my life. She, she said, well, I'm going to send you a list of things that you need to float underwater or something like that. It kind of totally went over my head. And I kind of felt like I felt burdened. like really you're kind of taking me down a path, which I don't really want to spend my energy there. But I kept on going. And then, but I said, okay, so she sent me these emails with 5 emails with a bunch of remedies, 90% of the names, I don't know what they are. So I couldn't even recognize what they are. So I couldn't buy the things because I don't know what they are. So I said, I don't really understand what to do. So she suggested you can ask me unlimited questions. And I said, okay, we need to talk again because I don't understand it. And then I've been just thinking, then I was, I called a friend of mine and she's from India. So she understands like astrology at a different level. There are, in India, this kind of stuff, black magic or whatever may happen more than here. I don't know. So I told her what happened. And as I was talking to her, I said, boy, I really bring this very strong victim energy with me. I'm not aware of it. When I think of myself, I don't think of myself as a victim. I said, I bring this energy with me because not too long ago, I got an email saying, this child needs help, please contribute. And I contributed. And I said, now this person is telling me somebody from the outside is doing black magic to disrupt my family. And I thought, I felt so helpless. How can you do anything? There's no defense if someone from a distance is going to intend to cause you harm. I don't have a defense for that. What can I do? And so it was just, and I kept on thinking who this might be. And she indicated who it might be. And obviously, that person has caused upheaval in our family life. But I thought, I had forgiven this person. We are healed. I trusted again. And I doubt it very much. And I go, well, I guess anything is possible. I don't know. I also tend to be trusting blindly. And I also, I've been called gullible, that I just trust what people tell me because I find it easier. Like, why would I not trust? And so anyways, and I said, I really bring this deep victim energy with me that I'm not even aware of. I really got to get a handle on that. So anyways, the whole evening was heavy because I'm trying to, digest what she's saying. And it felt like to me, like, seriously, this is what life is going to be like. So I have to live by not trusting people. I have to live in fear. How can you have a relationship when you don't trust? And I go, this is not how I believe my life to turn out. This is not what I believe about my life. So anyways, I, took that to sleep with me, very little sleep because I wanted to, at nighttime where everything just comes up, you can't help it. And I don't struggle with it. I don't fight it. I just surrender to it. So I'm like, okay, I make that a meditation. So I keep going deeper into it, like what, where the answers, the answers were like foggy. I'm like, what is this? What the heck is it this with me that I continue to attract this to my life? And then finally, the whole consult came before I started to reprocess it. It was interesting that in the consultation, she only pointed out like the scary thing. So what she did, the whole method was, she got me scared. She got me concerned. She got me worried. She got me feeling helpless. And that the only way, the only option I had was to go through the remedies. And by the way, when she sent the list of remedies, she said, each remedy will cost you close to 5,000 rupees and generously, and please don't spend any more than that. So I thought there are like 5 different things. So I guess that's like another $300-400. And I thought, I don't even understand what this is. So it was interesting that she first got me worried, then she sold me the remedies. And then I was in this state of fear, non-trusting. And I thought, how do you even live like that? So anyway, so what it dawned on me that I again got victimized by her. This is her business. I don't know if they were intending on it or not, but The reason why I felt this way, because, here's my philosophy. Here's my value or a principle when I work with others. I don't care how big an ordeal somebody is going through. I don't care how wounded they are. I don't care how distressed they are. I have yet to have one client walk away from my office feeling distressed, more distressed than they walked in with. They don't need to pay to feel more distressed. So no matter, and I get some serious cases. I get some serious cases. I'm known for that. My mentor actually laughs at me. He thinks that I walk around sick hospitals or places where I find the most convoluted, complex, and sick cases. I've had people who had terminal illness and they have 2 months to live, and they walk to me looking for some peace, and within one session, they walk away with peace. So it's not about bragging, but that's not what I'm doing. So my principle is, your job is to uplift people. There's not a single person in this planet who's not struggling. And there's more than one way to look at your predicament. Why do you want to look at it more than one way? Because it uplifts you, because it gives you the positive energy, because it makes you think positive. That's nothing but helpful. And that it shifts our perspective. Remember, and it shifts, it changes our beliefs. Remember, it's our beliefs that create our thoughts, and the thoughts that create the actions, and the actions that create our life. So, and I thought, why did she, when she consulted with me, I just felt so heavy and so worrisome, and it was on my head the whole time. And I'm like, I don't know how to live this way. So I realized that I got victimized through her. And I decided not to pursue. I sent her a text, 2 a.m. And I said, thank you for the consultation. I don't want to pursue this any further. So, and here's what I wanted to share with you. With the, every asset that we have, every good qualities that we have, it comes with the shadow side. It comes with the liability. So I have, in my life, there is this feeling too deeply, caring too deeply. I can, put myself in somebody else's pain, because frankly, I have experienced a lot of that in my life. So I relate. And what happens with, and I always think is, we can afford to care more, not less. But the shadow side is that when you care too much or care too deeply, and you are not grounded in yourself, you're not grounded enough in yourself, there are always going to be the shadows. Always will be someone who will take advantage. There's always someone who will tap into that, your vulnerability, and take advantage. That's the risk we take. So what do? Not care enough? No, I will never stop caring. I can't care any less than I do, because I actually want to care more, because I think that's one of the innate qualities that humans have. And if we cultivated that, we would be happier beings. But here is the catch. The catch is, it's okay to take a little time. When you are wanting to reach out and do something for somebody, it's okay to take a little time. It's like, are you in a position to help? Is that, is that going to work out for you? What about you? It's okay to take a little stand for yourself, which many times I do. Sometimes I don't, because I feel like I'm good. I can take care of me. So that's like conscious caring consciously, which means you are rooted in consciousness, And I think the ability to stand up for yourselves or boundaries is also tied in that is it, you know, also tied into that. So that's what happens at the inner emotional or mental structures are complex. It's never just one thing. It's tied to many, many other things. And I've had huge problems because of my, you know, nature to care too deeply. I don't put boundaries. I don't even think about boundaries. And that always has been a struggle because I feel like I can. I feel like it's okay. It's not a big deal. I can handle myself. I'm good. What can I do for you? And I'm learning. Obviously, the learning is never done. And I'm learning that, you know, you need to be conscious of the boundaries. By default, I don't have boundaries. I have to think about it. I have to pay attention to it. And I'm getting better at it. So it's, you know, and why we may not place boundaries, because deep inside somewhere there's a lack of worthiness. I'm not good enough to be protected. And I think all of us struggle with that. So that's the ego, because we all have ego. It's consciously, we don't think, I don't think I'm not good enough. I think I'm fantastic. I feel good about myself. But deep in there, there's an ego part saying, no, you really are not. Who are you? You're not good enough. Somebody knows better. Somebody does better. Somebody's more, etc., etc. And that's okay. That's the human condition. So this is the inner work. It's intricate. It's personal. How these energies show up in our life is individual. And what other things are tied to it is also individual, and also is tied to, you know, the trust. And there's a shadow side to trusting, which is blind trusting, which I have done. And most of the time it's been good. There's always that one or two times where I should have thought about it a little bit more. So remember, we live forward, but we understand life backwards. So every time we go backwards and we understand something, it's a new piece of, like a little wisdom or a little link that you can become conscious of. And when you move forward again, you are at a different place than you were, even before that incident. So that's growth, and that's living. So this is the work I do. And I, often joke around with my friends saying that I am the lab. All of these higher teachings that I work with, I am the lab. They get processed through me. And it's really amazing how, clients come in with exactly the same issues. And then I have something to share. And I'm like, I'll be darned. It has become a pattern now that whatever is going through me is because there are other people lined up to hear that message, or they need help with the same thing. So anyways, if this is your interest, so I work deep at the subconscious, and this work is also very personal to me, like I said, because I said that there's nothing that I have not experienced. I continue to experience these things at a deeper level, and then I can't help but share with people because I feel it's coming through me, so I can share and help others. And if this is the type of work that interests you, you can subscribe to my newsletter at ayurvedichealingcenter.com. And you can send me an email, mpuri@ayurvedichealingcenter.com. And so just, raising the level of consciousness, it's always going to come in handy no matter where we are in our life. So I wanted to just share that with you. If you like this video, if you have a comment, I would love to hear from you. If you want to share it, please share it. And I'll be blogging on this in detail on this, the victim archetype, and soon, and I'll be posting that. So this is Meena Puri from Ayurvedic Healing Center. Have a good day.